welcome to another episode of the Leadership Drip, where we explore the qualities that make leaders truly resilient. I'm your host, Clay Green, and today we're diving into the 5 key traits of resilient leaders. In a world filled with challenges, setbacks, and uncertainties, these leaders stand out for their ability to adapt, persevere, and inspire their teams. So grab your favorite beverage, and let's dive into the world of resilient leadership. Emotional intelligence, or EI, is the first trait of resilient leadership. It's not just about understanding your own emotions, but also being attuned to the feelings of those around you. Leaders with high emotional intelligence can navigate the complexities of the professional world with finesse, and today we're going to break down why it's so crucial. To kick things off, let's talk about how emotional intelligence forms the bedrock of resilient leadership. Resilience is not just about bouncing back from challenges, but also so with grace and with composure. Leaders with a strong EI can do just that. They possess self-awareness, the ability to recognize and understand their own emotions. Knowing your strengths and limitations is a game changer. It allows leaders to remain calm and composed even in the face of adversity. Think about the last time you faced a tough decision or a high-pressure situation. A leader with high emotional intelligence is likely to navigate that situation with a level head, making thoughtful decisions instead of reacting impulsively. Empathy is another key component of emotional intelligence. Resilient leaders not only understand their own emotions, but also the emotions of those they lead. They demonstrate empathy, stepping into their shoes of their team members, understanding their perspectives and feelings. Empathy is not just a soft skill, it's a strategic tool for leaders. By fostering a culture of understanding, leaders can build stronger, more cohesive teams. Imagine a workplace where team members feel heard and valued, where leaders take the time to understand their concerns. That's the kind of environment that promotes resilience. Building on empathy, resilient leaders create a supportive environment for their teams. They recognize that everyone faces challenges and setbacks, and they actively work to help their team members cope with the stress and bounce back from those difficulties. It's not about shielding your team from challenges, but rather equipping them with the tools and support they need in order to overcome those obstacles. In a supportive team environment, team members are more likely to share their struggles, knowing that they won't be judged instead of offered assistance. Resilient leaders possess a unique quality, which is adaptability. They are the chameleons of the corporate world, capable of navigating through the ever-changing landscape with grace and confidence. Adaptable leaders are like skilled surfers riding the waves of change. Rather than being tossed around by them, they understand that change is the only constant in today's fast-paced world, and see challenges not only as roadblocks, but as stepping stones to their growth. Imagine you're the captain of a ship. The winds may change, the waters may get rough, but the resilient leader adjusts to the sails. They don't fight against the current. Instead, they leverage it to propel their organization forward. But how do leaders cultivate adaptability? It starts with a mindset shift. Resilient leaders embrace ambiguity, seeing it as an invitation to explore new possibilities. They view challenges not as threats, but as opportunities for innovation and improvement. In fostering a courage of agility and innovation, these leaders empower their teams to embrace change rather than to fear it. They understand that a diverse and adaptable team is a creative powerhouse, capable of finding solutions in the face of uncertainty. One key aspect of adaptability is the ability to adjust strategies and plan swiftly. Picture a well-played game of chess. Resilient leaders are not afraid to make strategic moves, even if it means sacrificing a pawn for the sake of the game. Now, let's talk about how adaptability contributes to organizational success. In dynamic environments where uncertainties are the norm, adaptable leaders and their teams thrive. They not only weather the storm, but emerge stronger and more resilient than ever. Think of adaptability as a muscle that needs regular exercise. It's not a one-time event, but a continuous process of learning, adjusting, and evolving. As a leader, it's essential to foster the growth mindset within yourself and your team. Adaptability isn't a trait, it's a superpower. Resilient leaders who embrace change not only survive, but thrive in the face of uncertainty. So whether you're leading a small team or an entire organization, remember, adaptability isn't just a skill, it's a strategic advantage. Let's talk about having a growth mindset. Now, what exactly is a growth mindset? It's more than just a buzzword. It's a fundamental aspect of resilient leadership. A growth mindset is the belief that our abilities and intelligence can be developed through the dedication and hard work. Resilient leaders understand that setbacks and failures are not roadblocks, they're stepping stones to the path to success. So, picture this. You're faced with a challenge, a project that seems insurmountable. A leader with a growth mindset sees this as an opportunity for growth. They don't shy away or become discouraged. Instead, they approach it with curiosity and a belief that they can learn and adapt. Now, how does this translate into the workplace? Resilient leaders cultivate a culture of continuous learning within their teams. They create an environment where it's okay to make mistakes because, in their eyes, mistakes are a breeding ground for innovation. Think about it. If every setback is seen as a failure, then we miss the chance to learn and improve. Resilient leaders help their team members shift their perspective. They encourage them to view challenges not as threats, but as opportunities for growth. One key aspect of fostering a growth mindset is pushing beyond the comfort zone. It's easy to stay in the familiar and avoid risk, but that doesn't lead to growth. Resilient leaders inspire the team to embrace challenges, to stretch themselves beyond what even they thought they were possible of doing. Now, you might be wondering, how do you foster a growth mindset in yourself and your team? It starts with acknowledging that learning is a lifelong journey. Celebrate the small wins, but also the failures, because they are lessons in disguise. Resilient leaders lead by example. They demonstrate a commitment to learning and improvement in their own lives. Whether it's acquiring a new skill, tackling a tough project, or seeking feedback, they show that growth is a continuous process. Let's now look at effective communication. Effective communication is more than just conveying information. It's about inspiring and building connections. Resilient leaders are exceptional communicators who understand the power of words in fostering unity and facing challenges head-on. So what does it mean to be an effective communicator as a resilient leader? First and foremost, resilient leaders have a clear vision, and they know how to articulate it. They can convey their goals and expectations in a way that not only informs, but inspires action. Think about it. When you can see the path your leader is taking and understand the destination, you're more likely to give your best to make that vision a reality. Transparency is another key aspect of effective communication. Resilient leaders are open about their decisions and the reasoning behind them. They provide regular updates, keeping the team in the loop. This transparency builds trust, and trust is the foundation of any strong team. Now let's talk about feedback. Resilient leaders don't shy away from giving constructive feedback, and they actively seek it as well. They understand that feedback is a two-way street. By actively listening to their teams, they create an environment where everyone's voice is heard and respected. It's not just about talking, it's about fostering a culture of open dialogue. And that leads us to trust, a crucial element in any team. Through effective communication, resilient leaders build trust. When team members feel heard and respected, when they understand the vision and the why behind the decisions, trust flourishes. And in times of challenge, that trust becomes the glue that holds the team together. So, how can you, as a leader, enhance your communication skills? First, practice active listening. Put away distractions, focus on the speaker, and truly absorb what they're saying. This is not only demonstrates respect but also allows you to understand your team better. Second, embrace transparency. Share your thought process, even if it involves tough decisions. When your team understands the why, they're more likely to stand with you through the thick and the thin. And finally, don't underestimate the power of regular, clear communication. Keep the teams updated, celebrate successes, and address challenges together. It's the ongoing dialogue that builds resilience in your team. Resilient leaders recognize the significance of building and maintaining supportive networks in their professional journey. These networks are not just a safety net, but a source of strength and inspiration during challenging times. Let's start by understanding what we mean by supportive networks. Resilient leaders intentionally surround themselves with a circle of trusted advisors, mentors, and peers. These individuals play a pivotal role in providing guidance, honest feedback, and encouragement. It's not just about having people around, it's about having the right people around. Individuals who genuinely care about your growth and success. Think of it as a personal board of directors. These are the people who you turn to when you need advice, when you're facing a tough decision, or when you just need a word of encouragement. They become your sounding board, offering diverse perspectives that help you navigate the complexities of leadership. But supportive networks extend beyond personal advisors. Resilient leaders also cultivate a sense of community within their teams. This is about fostering an environment of collaboration and mutual support. It's not just about being the leader at the top. It's about being part of a team where everyone contributes to the collective success. By doing this, resilient leaders ensure that they have a robust support system in place, not just for themselves, but for their entire teams. This sense of community becomes a source of strength during challenging times, creating a culture where everyone feels valued and supported. So why is this so crucial for resilience? Well, let's break it down. In the face of adversity, having a network of supportive individuals provides a safety net. It's a lifeline you can grab onto when things get tough. Whether it's a mentor offering wisdom, a peer providing a fresh perspective, or a team rallying together, these networks become your pillars of strength. Moreover, resilient leaders understand that they don't have to go through challenges alone. They have a team, a network, standing with them, ready to face whatever comes their way. It's not a sign of weakness to seek support. It's a sign of strength and wisdom. As you reflect on your own leadership journey, consider the strength of your supportive network. Who are the people you turn to for guidance? How strong is the sense of community within your team? These questions can help you assess and strengthen your resilience as a leader. In conclusion, resilient leaders possess a unique set of traits that sets them apart in the face of challenges. Emotional intelligence, adaptability, growth mindset, effective communication, and supportive networks are key characteristics that enable leaders to navigate through adversity and inspire their teams to do the same. By embodying these traits, leaders can create a resilient organizational culture, encouraging innovation, growth, and success. Thank you for joining us on this episode of the Leadership Drip. If you found today's discussion valuable, don't forget to like, subscribe, share, and please leave us a review. Stay tuned for more insightful conversations on leadership and business. Until next time, I'm Clay Green, and I'll catch you leaders on the next episode.